racing day. Perfect for a round or two of spirited calisthenics, don't you think? Brain over brawn is my motto, but a bit of exercise can be just the thing to keep the blood flowing to the brain. That is, so long as it's not some backwards medieval tournament sort of business. And if it is, well, I hope there's someone else responsible around to supervise it, because I will not be attending. Let's welcome Queen Elinor. Gracious, are those will-o'-the-wisps I see? Well, I suppose you might call them something else, depending on your point of view. A pixie light, perhaps, or a hobby lantern. Or, if you're of a scientific mind as I am, you'd likely call them naturally occurring chemiluminescence. But one thing is certain, whatever they're called, they're most certainly worth following. Let's investigate the wisps. Merida! Oh, Michi me. I know she hasn't truly taken a princess must be punctual to heart, but I thought she'd make an exception for today. After all, this event was her idea. After the last games were interrupted by circumstance, Merida had the notion to reschedule for later in the season. I thought it was a grand idea. After what we've all been through, it would do the clans good to come together in celebration. We planned it together, she and I, each and every detail, including how she'd lose the ceremonial first arrow, which she isn't here to do. Her penchant for lateness certainly isn't from my side of the family. Let's send Queen Elinor to look for Merida. Maudie caught up to me with some news while I was out searching. Not only is Merida late to the games, but the Lords MacGuffin and Macintosh are early and up in arms about treachery. Oh, and Lord Dingwall may not be coming at all, due to being, quote, menaced by hobgoblins whilst on the way. But of course, resolving situations such as these are part of our duties, which is why Merida should be here. She needs to learn to solve such problems herself. Of course, I know now that magic could have something to do with this, and there's only one person I know of who can tell me. Let's build the definitely not a witch's cottage. On behalf of Clan Dumbrock, I thank you. Someone I've never actually met in person, and whose home has the pesky habit of not existing when one's looking for it. and which on reflection may or may not still be in ruins from a cauldron explosion? If the cottage is there and the will-o'-the-wisps choose to lead me to it, so much the better. Then again, I know from experience how elusive they can be. Regardless, I'm quite sure I can retrace my steps once I reach the Ring of Stones. It's not as if that day wasn't memorable. Let's send Queen Elinor to visit the witch's cottage. Well, the cottage is there, but the witch isn't, so I suppose I'm left with two options. One, fetch her, which would take weeks and risk upsetting our delicate relations. Or two, forgo the respite from diplomacy I was hoping for and solve everything myself, as has become routine. A shame, really. I hear the Outer Hebrides are quite nice this time of year. However it is I'm to fix all this, I'd best do it quickly. I don't even want to think what the lords of the clans will get up to without someone reasonable to keep an eye on them. Let's welcome Lord MacGuffin.